process is creative, so you needed time to let that sink in, or to get your band together, or find a recording, whatever.
Everything.
Yes, all that, all the above. What drew you to this piece?
Well, I like the dynamics of the piece, a lot of color, a lot of action. Obviously, as a jazz player, the word jazz sort of caught me. And it felt like maybe hot jazz of some sort, something with energy, something with action. And I guess maybe a bit of intrigue as well, you know, so something a little bit mysterious, you know, who is this character? You know, who is this character with wings and a beret, having a bottle of red wine on a rooftop or wherever he's located? So it just felt like a Lower East Side, New York experience.
I know it well.
So I had a couple of different sketches I tried out, and I was leaning towards something that's sort of more avant-garde. Arthur Blythe, Lenox Avenue Breakdown, wonderful alto sax player from the 70s and the 80s. But then I thought this could involve a lot of different styles of pop music. So so I let that go, and I came up with a riff that, the first riff is sort of like a Charlie Parker bebop thing, to sort of catch your attention. And then the main line is a little bit angular, so you know, I thought that was sort of intriguing to me. I didn't ponder it too much. Sometimes I'll just try something and let it flow. So I like the feeling of it, and then I stacked something else on top of that. So it's sort of an amalgamation of pieces. And that third part is the one that I built at the end, sort of into sort of like a Dixieland combination, sing, 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 shout chorus, where everything could be happening.
Sure.
And it, you know, if I had a big band, then you know it would be stacked over a bit of time. And then a lot of times my intros are my outros. So I'm circular, so it was my escape. So I had fun doing it, and then I presented to my band, so I sort of caught it by surprise. So we're going to play this on Sunday.
Where you go?
So I think they did a really nice job. A friend of mine recorded it in his garage, and I really enjoyed the way it sounded. And
It's beautiful. Beautiful. And these
you know,
folks
play.
enjoyed it.
Great, we did.
Very much.
Questions for the gentleman about his process. Do you normally inspire that way, or is this was this a new challenge for you to go? Or
Well,
does the world around you help you write your music in general?
Well, I think the world around me interfered with it a little bit because there's so much going on lately that I thought about trying to include, and then finally I sort of stepped back from that. I mean, sometimes there are pieces I've written that have affected me deeply in some way, and I'm looking for a way to put them out on paper or through my horn. Sometimes it's an idea, or there's a line, and the line just sits there for a while. It feels incomplete, and then I find an opportunity to reshape it or move it further. In this case, it was nice because you were politely after me for some time, and I said, "No, it'll be done. It'll be done." You know. Well, I'm thinking, well, can I do this? You know, so
There was a couple of veiled threats in there, but nothing too deep.
but it's good when we have deadlines, because you know, it's sort of like you finally get to squeeze a toothpaste tube and something's going to come out. And so I enjoy the way it shaped up.
Cool.
By the way, it's called A Bottle of Red.
Okay. I feel better now. Yes, young lady.
When you sit down to write a piece, do you shoot for a particular feeling, or do you just kind of find out where it leads you?
Well, for me, I felt it was red, it was hot, so there was something energetic, so I liked the original line, the bebop line in. I was going to extend that into a more challenging line as a unison phrase, but I thought I could actually leave it just as an introduction, and then I just kicked a couple of things around on the horn and on the piano. Sometimes I just let my fingers go and see what happens. And then it's like working with clay a bit, so I found a shape that I liked, and I tweaked it a little bit, and then I just sort of let it rest. And then at the end, I just sort of crazy glued them together, and I thought they worked together. So it's like walking into a space, and you want to feel like there's a balance in the space. It's pleasing, even if there's somewhat disparate elements. So I think I get that across. It's not necessarily an abstract experience, so it's emotive. There could be some intellectual games played, what I want to do as a challenge, but sometimes I'll just let instinct take over, or intuition, and just see, what the inner self is doing at that time, beside watching Netflix.
Hello.
Yes.
I love that you use the word sketch, because that is more of an artistic art kind of word that is used. Do you
Yeah.
relate to that word sketch in a different way?
Yeah, it's sort of like, to be painterly, I may have a concept to begin with, or I may not. I have something of an idea, and I put that initial idea down, and then I'll sit with it for 5 minutes, or 5 days, or 5 months, whatever it turns out to be. And does it evolve in any way, or become something else? I think if it's a strong enough declaration, then it remains. And then it's just a matter, kind of refine it, kind of make it grow, does it go to something
Or
else?
do you throw it away and do another one?
Well, I don't really like to throw things away, but, so it stays in a notebook maybe.
He recycles them.
Huh?
You recycle them.
Yeah, so I'm a recycler. 3 wheels.
Thank you.
Anything else? Well, I skipped past the reason that all these pieces of art have been made, and that is our artist who's right before us. Hi, Jules. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.